Hey, welcome back guys to another full Platinum walkthrough. This one is for Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion. Quite a big name, that one. It's a remaster of the PSP version, I think, which I never played honestly. But I'm playing this one now that's come on PS Plus Extra, July 2024. So the way this Platinum walkthrough is going to work, I'm going to take you through everything in an optimal fashion. There's a lot of grinding involved in this. If you just went for the story and all the kind of missed trophies related to that, it's a lot of missable trophies by the way, which are kind of chapter related. Yeah, if you just went for all them, you're probably looking at about a third of what a total time would take it if you're going optimally. And then the grinding for the missions and the grinding for the DMV takes the other 2/3 up. So yeah, a lot of this is going to be spent grinding. Yeah, make sure you choose normal difficulty. Yeah, choose normal. And then jump in guys. Yeah, I'll walk through everything, don't worry. I'm not going to explain everything to begin, because obviously it'd be overwhelming. I'll just explain things as I come along. And when it does come to grinding, what I might do, I might just get you started with the grinding and kind of let you know what you need to do. Here, by the way, just spam fire. Just hold L1 and keep pressing square to kill all these really quickly. Yeah, I'll probably just kind of get you going on the grinding and then leave you to it. But I've got a text guide as well in the description. Yeah, so check out the description guys, you'll find a link to a Google Doc. There's the first trophy, come and get it. Yeah, in that text guide, basically everything we're doing is in that text guide. So that come in very useful when it comes to grinding, where I just kind of do one video to get you going and then kind of do all the missions. And you can check the text guide to make sure you're doing all the missions. I'll put some battle tips in there as well. So this next battle, behind this behemoth, just come behind him guys, block his first tail swipe, and then you want to attack 3 times and do the assault twister and then fire and then block. If you do it quick enough, you should be able to block his tail swipe. He won't turn around when you're behind him, but he'll swipe twice when he gets a chance to attack. And as you can see, when you're behind an enemy, you're doing a critical attack. You have to be behind the enemy to do so. So yeah, that's all you're doing guys. Come behind him, square 3 times, assault twister, which is L1 and X, and then L1 and square to do fire, and then block 2 tail swipes, and then start that again. Attack, 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 assault twister, fire, block, block, attack, 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 assault twister, fire, block, block, etc. Once he's dead, you can't actually die during that fight anyway. I actually left it on AFK, come back, and once he gets you about 10 HP, he literally does like 0 damage. For some reason you can't die in that fight. And there's your next trophy guys, embrace your dreams. Yeah, what you want to do, you've got 20 or so save slots. Always make a save at the start of each chapter and never overwrite that. Like I say, there's a lot of missable trophies, and if you miss any, if it's just one which relates to a specific chapter, you don't want to be doing the whole game again, just get to that specific chapter. So make a save at the start of each chapter and never overwrite it. So a few more cutscenes I'm going to skip past, obviously because it's a guide, I'm skipping past all the cutscenes. Now this one, talk to him again and say I read it all. You don't actually have to read the mails, but yeah, tell him I read it all. You do have to trigger them all, but you don't have to read them all. So once you've done so, come outside into this small room and interact with the monitor guys to register yourself for the missions. We have to do about 300 plus missions in total, grind. It takes a long time, like little side quests, challenges type things. So what you want to do, come to save point and you want to do mission 111. Yeah, you do missions from save points by the way, assuming you've unlocked them. So yeah, mission 111. For this mission, you've just got loads of these enemies. As you can see, they're weak to fire, so just keep lobbing fire at them. You don't have Faraga no more, now you've got fire, because you actually start a prologue with like buffed up magic. With a lot of games, you start off powerful, and then they lob you back in being all really weak. You kind of got to build you up, kind of give you a bit of a taste on how powerful you can become. But yeah, just lob fire at all these guys. You get an Eddic Surf beating them. I think this quest you have to do it progress the story anyway. Right, once you've done so, interrupt the supply pod and you'll get the bronze bangle. You can equip that afterwards. Yes, come to equipment. It might take you a while to get used to the menus by the way. Just take your time. There's no speedrun trophy. I mean, I'm just getting through this quick just to give you an optimal guide. Yes, equip the bronze bangle and then keep interacting with the supply pod. You need to do so 20 times and you'll get the cursed ring. Now, I'm not going to use the cursed ring I'm just showing you how to get it, just so you've got it, I guess, and if you decide to use it. A lot of speedrunners use it. What it does, it deactivates a key feature of the game. It deactivates a kind of DMV system, which basically you won't be able to use limit breaks or anything like that if you deactivate it. But it improves all your stats very slightly. Like I said, a lot of speedrunners do it. It also prevents you from leveling up as well. I don't want to use it in here just because, like I said, it's going to remove a key feature of the game. And I don't really want to spoil it for you. So yeah, that's a curse string. Like I say, do not equip it unless you want to deactivate the DMV system and prevent level ups. So yeah, once you've done so, come back in here, guys, talk to Angeal and tell him you're all set. Yep, you spawn here, get rid of these enemies. And what you also find, by the way, with your AP attacks, so with your materia, you've got attacks which use AP, like action points, I guess, and MP, magic points. The ones which use AP, if you use that attack after a combo, it does more damage. So kind of if you do like square, 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 and then do the assault twister, it will do more damage. I mean, ideally you want to try to do 4 attacks before doing the assault twister for most damage. But sometimes you don't get a chance to do 4 attacks because the enemy will keep interrupting. You can do like 2 and an assault twister, for example. Now you have to do that first battle in this area, but afterwards you can escape from all the other battles. And if you hug the walls like you see me doing, you don't trigger as many battles. You might still trigger a few, like as you see me do. But yeah, hug the walls when you're running through areas, and you should trigger a least amount of battles. That's it. Safe point there. When you see a safe point, always run through it because it refill all your stats, your MP, your AP, and your HP.
Activating combat mode.
Yep, so in here, you've got like a little siege. Just take out all the privates down on the floor near you. And when you lock onto the enemies on the top of the wall, just use a blizzard on them to kill them. If you kill the first bunch quick enough, you might get a chance to aim on the upper enemies before the next wave spawns in, like so. And here's the next wave. So like I say, if you can do a combo, the more attacks you chain basically improves the bonus. It basically gives your ability bonus damage. I mean, there is a tutorial which tells you this. You'll see if you do 2 attacks, you'll do a little bit damage. If you do 3 attacks and then you assault twister, you'll do a bit more. If you do 4 attacks and then assault twister, you'll do even more damage. As you can see, attacking enemies from behind sometimes it's a bit tricky to do so. And that trophy, yeah, that's for using your first limit break. You've probably got that already. Yeah, you see that reel system in the top left corner? Each time it spins, it uses 10 SP. SP is kind of like your currency. I'm not quite sure what the SP stands for. But each time it spins, it'll cost 10. Don't worry about the cost. But it's always random, and it might give you limit break. It might give you limit break level 1, level 2. It might give you cutscene. It might give you invincibility for a temporary time limit. You know, there's loads of different buffs it can give you. So in this area, guys, in the corridor, take out that first battle. Now, this way your first missable trophy comes. So this is the assault on Fort Tamblin. Yeah, so you have to trigger all 16 battles here and win them in order to get a missed trophy at the end. So this one, these guys are actually weak to ice, so you can just drop a blizzard on them. Loot this chest for a Soma. Try not to go too crazy with all your MP and AP throughout this area. There's no save point, and you will run out of MP and AP if you keep using it for every battle. And you don't really want to be using all your consumables right now. So yeah, take out our second battle, and then these guys as well. I think we're actually on battle number 4, because the first battle we get counts as 1. Yeah, there we go, battle number 4. Yeah, so these guys, just charge after them, and when you beat these, that should be battle number 5. Like I said, there's 16 battles altogether, and you have to do all of them. Most of them are kind of story related, because as you can see, when you make your way down the path, they'll kind of trigger automatically. But when you trigger this one, where they come through the revolving wall, interact the wall again afterwards, and now it's going to make kind of all like environmental battles trigger. so you can interact. We go back near this where we came into this corridor, and there'll be a tower. You can interact with it now after this battle and trigger a load more enemies, and there'll be more of them revolving walls you can now interact with, but you have to interact with them from the rear, from the other side. Right, so once you've done that battle, that's battle number 6. Make way back to the start of the area. Like I say, now you can interact with this tower. I guess this one's probably easy to miss, because you have to go, I think it's the only one you kind of have to go all the way back. Yeah, so you've got 3 sergeants here. The sergeants are a bit more trickier than the privates, but it's still fairly easy on normal. If you do need to heal, by the way, you can use cure. You don't have to worry about using your potions. You should have the cure materia slotted. Yeah, there's my another limit break. With your limit breaks, by the way, as well, if you haven't used one and then you unlock another, it will overwrite the previous ones. It's not like you can stack them. No, fortunately not. Once you unlock a new one, if you still got one withstanding, it will just be overwritten. A chest there, guys, for a potion, and then open this chest. You'll find nothing inside, but you'll get ambushed. Yeah, we fell for it. And then with limit breaks as well, and all your invincibility things, anything which your reel triggers, your slot reel, when you finish the battle, it will all be lost. So don't worry about trying to save a limit break for the next battle. It won't work. As soon as the battle ends, that's it. It's gone. When it comes to cutscenes later, yeah, you might notice some little cutscenes trigger on your slot reel. You have to farm loads of them later on, but I'll kind of touch on that a bit later. It'll be more easy later. And the way we're going to do this, so like I've mentioned the grinding, but kind of going to push on forward for the story to begin with. We want to unlock the Buster Swords before we do so many missions. Yeah, probably going to do a few missions a bit later. We do one mission in this video. We'll do a few more later on, but it's not going to be a case where I do missions when they become available, because that's going to be unoptimal. We're going to wait until we've got better equipment from playing through the story, and then we'll come back and do a bunch of missions. Not a lot, just certain missions to unlock some good materia, and then we'll get on through the story and then come do all the missions at once near the end. And then we'll do DMV and we'll complete the game and get the final few trophies. The trophy for completing the game on hard mode, all you have to do is do the final boss on hard, so it's really easy to do. Yeah, so here's one of them other revolving walls. Interact with it from behind. You can actually open your map and it'll show you like little orange markers, which kind of show there's like some sub events. That might show like a revolving wall you missed or a tower. Yeah, so make sure you've got that chest, and there's a chest around the back here as well. We'll just do the tower to begin with. Yeah, so them Philander enemies, if you can drop a ice on them, it'll pretty much just kill them outright. Gets rid of them nice and quickly. And they'll normally spit fire at you, so be careful. Yeah, so I had no MP cost then. Yeah, if you have to get like a buff from your slot reel, which makes it so you've got infinite MP or AP for a time limit, just spam. I normally just spam them attacks while it's free. Yeah, so in that chest you've got high potion. On here, you want to choose a charge. I believe if you choose bottom option, it just means you're going to have more enemies in the battle, in the encounter. So yeah, make sure you choose charge. And take out a sergeant. Right, after that one, there's 2 more battles left. Come back slightly, interact with this revolving wall. You'll get ambushed again. Yep, so 3 of these, just drop a ice on them all. Yeah, you need to make sure they're kind of stationary when you drop it, because as you can see, they can run out of the way before it gets a chance to land and shatter. Right, one more battle, and the final battle is actually as you exit, which is unmissable. So make sure you've got 15 battles, and then approach the exit door. There'll be 3 of these, just drop ice on them all. That's it. If you've got no MP left, just use your attacks. Right, there's a chest there we can loot, and then we'll leave the area. So shortly, you'll pop a trophy for getting like, you'll get a bonus for killing all 16 enemies basically. Yep, so grab that ether from the chest. You'll get like a max evaluation, max level. But you have to get all 16 battles to get that. Right, so just like before, try to stick to the walls, and you should trigger less battles. Sometimes you have to move across to, as you can see, move across a path to reach a chest. Yeah, you can escape from battles, as you can see. I mean, I did show you earlier. Just try to run into the outer barrier. Just try not to get interrupted. In that chest, you've got a high potion. Save point over here, which should refill your AP and your MP and your HP. Chest here with the Soma, and one over here with some earrings. You can put these earrings on. They look really cute. So I'm going to lob them on. Right, I think the earrings increase your magic, and the bronze bangle increases your max HP. Right, so once you're ready, come into this arena. Now straight away start attacking the enemy, which is starting to build up his ability. Because if not, it will do like a big attack. It won't kill you, but you want to get used to stopping these from happening. You have to basically immediately start attacking them. You're going to go behind him. Remember, for criticals, do attack times 4, and then do a assault twister. Yeah, for maximum damage. And then just kill these guys any way you can. If any of them start charging a ability again, just interrupt them, knock them out of it. And if you get no physical attack, that means you can basically just stand there hitting them. They won't be able to hurt you while that buff is active. And if you look above your HP bar, if you see that small icon just above to the right, just above my number where it says 369, that's kind of your buffs which you might get from a slot reel or something else, or your materia, for example, if you use barrier. Yeah, so watch that, then you know if they're about to wear off or not. Of course, when you get no MP or no AP cost, that'll just be like a small word above your MP bar, for example, and it'll be like a gauge which will start ticking down. So one more left. Beating these, you'll get a HP plus. Sorry, is it HP plus or HP up? Yeah, one of them drops a HP up materia. See that invincible active? Basically, nothing can hurt me now, so I can just spam attack on him. Yeah, these guys, they keep spinning around pretty quick, so it's quite tricky to attack them from behind. So you might just want to attack them from the front, use magic when you can. Yeah, so like I say, you get HP up and Blizzard Blade from these two. Blizzard Blade is similar to the Assault Twister, but it's got like an ice element to it. So it's going to be really good for this next boss coming up, Ifrit. If you've played the remakes, you'll know Ifrit by now. He does a lot of fire attacks and he's weak to ice. You do get accessories later. Yeah, that's that trophy, by the way, Hero of the Retired War. That's for killing all 16 battles in that corridor. If you didn't get that trophy, you might have missed one. So these three, they've got no weakness, so just use your attacks and Assault Twister or Blizzard Blade. You will get a chance to use the save point straight after this battle to recover any of your stats, which are quite low. So don't worry about wasting your MP or anything. Yeah, you do get some accessories later which kind of allow you to half fire damage or null it completely. So any enemies attacking you with fire element will do no damage. And actually in that battle, you actually got a fire armlet. Yep, you would have got a fire armlet which was actually halves your fire damage. So yep, you want to swap out the bronze bangle for the fire armlet, guys, and swap out fire for Blizzard Blade and materia. Yeah, you want Blizzard Blade materia and the fire armlet. Blizzard Blade, like I say, it gives you like a AP based attack which does ice damage, and fire armlet will halve all fire damage. So it'll be really good for this fight with Ifrit. Right, so this is probably going to be the most difficult fight yet. It's not too bad, but if you're quite inexperienced with the game, this guy can be a bit tricky. But just remember to be using your slot reels. If you get something like no AP, just try to spam your Blizzard Blade. No MP, spam Blizzard. Like I say, he's weak to ice, so always try to use ice attacks. And if you see the ability menu or gauge pop up, make sure you quickly attack him to stop him using this strong ability. Yes, you see that said reduced. That's because you've got the fire armlet on. If you get invincibility, you'll be able to withstand every attack. But if you get something like null physical, that means you'll only be able to like null his stomp or his bash. But for his fire, you'll need something like null magic, for example. But yeah, just keep using magic, guys, and using normal attacks in between. But ice kind of just stun him. It doesn't always stun him, ice attacks, but most time it does. And yeah, that's Ifrit. Yeah, beat him, you'll get another Assault Twister. Not quite sure why. It gives you another one. Later on, you do get a chance to kind of fuse materials. You can kind of put all different material together to make certain ones stronger or to create new ones, which is quite helpful. So that's the first chapter done, guys. He wouldn't betray us. Yep, at the end of each chapter, you'll get a chance to save your game. So, like I say, make sure you do so and never overwrite these chapter saves. Never overwrite these. Right, so chapter 2, we're not going to do too much. We're just going to do a few things to begin with, and then we'll make a save and leave it for the next video. Yeah, this is kind of like your hub area. So I'm just going to get through them cutscenes. Yeah, we'll do one mission now just to unlock the first summon. Yeah, so come outside, guys. Come over to the supply pod and you'll find a thunder materia. We'll come and use for a bit later. And then exit the briefing room. There'll be a few cutscenes and you'll get shown basically the streets. Yeah, sector 8. So once gain control back at the fountain, go right and you'll find these 3 women. Approach them for a brief cutscene and then talk to the blonde woman. That's a Genesis fan. Yeah, and tell her, count me in. Yeah, so talk to her and say count me in, and then talk to this brown haired woman, the Angel fan, and tell her I would love to join. These kind of all related to trophies in some way or another. So yeah, talk to them too, join their fan clubs, and then head to the north. Yep, into Loveless Avenue. And then once we spawn in, we're going to go right and talk to the captain. Talking to him will activate a new mission, kind of like a side quest related to him. Mission 1. I wrote it down here. Mission 121 you'll get. We're not going to do it right now. We just want to talk to him so it becomes available. Because like I say, a lot of these missions are quite missable. If you do not unlock them, you don't have to do them yet, but you have to unlock a lot of them at key moments. Otherwise, you'll miss it. So yeah, talk to Captain to unlock mission 121. And then come to North and talk to this Genesis fan. Tell her you want to join. So yeah, top option, sure I will join. Yeah, she's got a twin on the opposite side of the sector. So once you've done all that, head back to the fountain area and then head right back into the Shimmer building. That's pretty much all we need to do for the time being out in the streets. So yeah, back into the Shimmer building. Head upstairs and enter the fire elevator. And you want to take it to the soldier floor. Soldier floor is basically where your breathing room and everything is. So soldier floor. When you spawn in, there'll be a brief cutscene. Yep, tell him you'll head over there right now. Otherwise he'll just give you kind of like a little tutorial. Right. Head into a briefing room nearby. There's another side quest you'll probably see on the map, but we can do that one later. That's all we're going to do for now. So come to save point and you want to do mission 8 1 1. So M811. Yep, do this one. You're going to be fighting Ifrit again. This will allow you to access him as a summon on the slot reel. And this summon does a lot of damage. You can do like a few K damage. So just like before, just defeat him. Blizzard Blade, Blizzard, and then just doing some normal attacks in between. Get limit breaks, use them. We start to stun an ability. Go really aggressive, guys, to interrupt him. You don't actually get much time to interrupt them, actually. Yeah, get some like invincibility active like always. Just go to town on him. Yeah, sometimes you can kind of just keep repeating that. Just to block it like so to break his chain. Yep, he tried running away then, but I just got him in time. There you go. So once you defeat him, defeat kind of got defeat mixed up with Ifrit then. Yeah, you want to get the Ifrit materia once he's been defeated. And yeah, now you can use him as a summon. DMV summon mode, and this DMV, so for a trophy you have to get 100% on all of these, and it's quite a bit of a crazy grind. So what I'm going to do, save my game, guys, and that'll be it for part 1. They'll be ready to jump in on part 2, guys, finish this chapter. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.